Looks like they don't want anybody coming anywhere near this thing. They got a bell on top. You get kind of an overview of the people that live up in that building. Or even if anybody lives up there, they would get a nice, actually up on that summit, that looks like a nice view of this area. Lots and lots of stone structures. Okay, maybe you walk up this way. So for a time they didn't want anybody wandering onto this property. They have barbed wire on the tower fence. Alright, I think these guys went out of business. Because, oh, maybe not. I thought there was some kind of a for sale sign. And I don't know how they feel about people walking onto this deck. You'd think they would have put a fence or something. Okay, they put a sign that said it's protected by an alarm. That's pretty neat. They got a pretty good view from up here. Is it? Library's just right there. My car is parked on the other side of it. Talking about up here, the Gold District. Alright, this thing is the fire tower. Oh man, I needed to power this thing up. So this is the bridge, I'm guessing. You see the Capitol off in the distance. So everybody who rides the highway coming down this road has to read that graffiti. There's like a cop parked behind it. It's kind of strange. Nothing on the floor of any value. Kiosk. Really? Oh, cool. Emergency for the front steps. This is a first. Right, I was just talking to the 64-year-old man in the laundromats when I was doing laundry, and he needed help putting quarters into the washer because he has, what I found out, and he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. What I find interesting is he's got his original teeth still at 64, and his teeth are pretty much healthy. He has some gold fillings, but he's really said he didn't. I tried to ask about his diet, his lifestyle, anything maybe that could indicate anything that would lead to Alzheimer's, but he seemed to have lived a pretty clean life, a truthful guy, and I mean, he's got his original teeth at 64, and yet still develops Alzheimer's. And so it's a really interesting progression how that is. It must really be largely hereditary. I'm really confused because this is the piece that I think is leaking. I just checked the fluid levels on my hydraulics, the clutch, the brake fluid, and it's leaking. It's increasing in speed. And I thought it is a heat thing for the rubber. I don't see any rubber on this. This is all metal. There's rubber here. How would that prevent leaking? Is there rubber inside this thing that... I don't know how that works. I know there's no rubber on this side. So I was thinking maybe there's cracks in the rubber. This is clearly rubber. Alright, I just discovered that I have 2 broken spokes. And now instead of exploring around, I really need to find a bicycle shop. I never really gave it much thought before, but what if the homeless people acted more like sign tossers? Because that guy was rocking back and forth, and it's probably because he's had some kind of nervous issues, but it got me, I never thought about it before. What if they rocked back and forth more often? Would a homeless person who was begging on the corner get more attention and possibly donations if they made more movement as opposed to the ones that stand perfectly still or sit perfectly still? This choke cherry is all purple leaves. I wonder how it tastes. much more mild in flavor. The purple leaf choke cherry is doesn't have the bitter, not the bitter, the sour. It's just much more mild. Got two steeples up there. I think I'll go straight through to get to the bicycle shop. This is a little hidden, but I want to get this. Right, so this bicycle shop is telling me that I could go with a 1.8, but they're saying I already have 1.8s, and I thought I had a 1.6. The last bicycle shop told me I had a 1.6, and they sold me 1.5 nipples. This bicycle shop says 1.5 would be very unlikely for me, for my bicycle. They say that they can go up to a 2.0 thickness in the spoke. But that doesn't really mean that the spoke is not going to break again. It's not about the thickness, apparently. It's about the rim. And if the rim is bent, then blah, blah, blah. So I just got some more spokes. I don't know how much of an effect it's going to do for how much longer it'll be before I'll have more spokes break, but I got to take the time to fix these. They also say the spokes are $1 each, compared to California where they're $2. Plus, they're tax-free. Everything you buy is tax-free in Montana. I wonder if the Easy Rider refers to the person or to the bicycle. It's an Easy Rider, or he's an Easy Rider, because I was just about to say that I'm the heavy rider, but maybe that wouldn't be in good context. State of Montana parking. We pay taxes, we own the state, right? Far from the Capitol here, 6th Street. I'm heading back to my car. I gotta work on my tire before I can continue riding. Replace the spokes. Such a beautiful, beautiful day, as cool as it is and cloudy. Would everybody put their favorite color into the comments, please? I had to replace 2 more spokes. Wow, this has been up since 2016. They've closed down pretty much. Since this mall has virtually closed down, yeah, I don't see anything in there. You could probably sleep in the parking lot. They definitely are not going to pay for mall security. Yeah, it looks really, really hollowed out. Yeah, that's interesting how the mall is closed down. I don't think they have another one. Look at this plant. It's went to full maturity at this mall. Everything's overgrown where it can. Nature's taking it back, and it's practically in the center of the city.